city of New York and different projects and ghettos, sometimes life has seemed hopeless. But we was given something called mathematics at a young age. And through mathematics, it led us to respect the Bible, respect the Quran, respect the Bhagavad Gita, and all different forms of wisdom. Sometimes, we find ourselves stuck in traditions, and because of our traditions, we can't relate to each other, or because of our culture. But wisdom, as Solomon would say, it lifts the veil or the veil of all things. It uncovers things, and it's universal. Krishna, I like to use Krishna a lot because when I was young, I thought Krishna was some kind of weird-looking god, blue. They have a blue picture of him next to a cow, and it always looked like some kind of weird things. You see the people at the airports walking up to you trying to give you a book about Hinduism. You're like, yo, get away from me, get away from me. You know what I mean? But when I finally took the time to read the Bhagavad Gita and read the deep depth of this man's ideas and to find out about his history, it awakened a whole new thing in my mind. And he said in the Bhagavad Gita that the best way to heaven is through wisdom. Spend time amongst the wise. So you'll get to heaven faster than praying, chanting, fasting, and all the different yoga philosophies that they follow, whether it's Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga. You know what I mean? He said through wisdom, you'll get there faster. And that inspired me a lot. And it helped inspire this book as well. Taoism, something that I learned and watched in martial art movies. When you see a movie like The Swordsman 2, there's a film called The Swordsman 2, they have a character called Master Asia, who wanted to be such a great martial artist that he cut his own penis off, right? And turned into a woman, but became the greatest martial artist. And that's what they call inner alchemy, as we would say. And as I thought of that also to be kind of perverse or kind of weird. But then when I started reading books on Taoism, how to cultivate your 5 elements of your body, how to cultivate your 5 inner organs, how it relates to the 5 constellations and all that, it brought a new wisdom to me. I realized that, when they say Tao is the way, as the Tao Te Ching would say, this way is a path. And I realized that same path that they say is the way is the way Jesus spoke about. He said, enter ye to the narrow gate. Enter that path at a narrow entrance, because wide is the road to destruction. And I'm seeing all these same similarities of all these great teachers speaking on great things, and it just started to radiate to myself that, there's many ways to get to a destination, but the destination is your goal. So whether you travel it through Christianity, through the beautiful words of Jesus Christ, you travel it through the Prophet Muhammad and the beautiful book of the Quran, you travel it through Buddha and his scriptures, whether it's the Heart Sutra, the Diamond Sutra, and the many pinnacles of Buddhism. You travel through Taoism or Confucianism. You could even pick up a book from Aleister Crowley, who write a lot of books on esoteric and ideas. You still find that they all point you to the same destination, which is knowledge of yourself, the true self, and the betterment of humanity. And that's what I stand for, and that's what this book is about. Throughout my book, I use different stories and different things that happened in my life, that some things was very hard for me to put into a book, because it's embarrassing to think, to talk about being a criminal or being somebody that hurt somebody else before, or carry guns, sell drugs, all these things that we rap about and sometimes we brag about. I'm actually embarrassed about, because to hurt somebody else, whether through selling some drugs to make a better game for myself, or to knock a man over his head, or to go to Macy's and steal clothes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's you're young, you do what you would impulsively do. And but what I learned from those bad things and those bad trials and tribulations is that there was a lesson to be taught. In the book I speak about living in Marcus Garvey projects in Brownsville. I have my sister Sophia here as a witness, and next door to us was a guy named Chili Wop and his family, coolest guy you ever want to meet. What up Chili Wop, what up Rob, yeah man, what up man? He had a cool voice, everything. And My mom had hit the number that year, and she had bought my sister her brand new bike, bought us a pinball machine, we had toys. Life was like, feeling like it's gonna be better for us. We finally moved out my grandmother's house and everything. And when we move in, everything is gone. You know what I mean? My mother goes back into depression. My sister don't have a bike. She wanted a bike for like 5 years though. Now she has no bike. And there's nothing we could do about it, just mope about it. And like a year later, I'm on the stoop with Chili Wop. He's like, yeah, Rob, you so cool, man. Yeah, man, y'all first moved in, we robbed y'all house. And I didn't know y'all was gonna be such a cool family, you know what I mean? And there's nothing I could do about that time. He was a big muscle-bound dude. He had his homeboy Hershey, cool chocolate guy, the girls loved and everything. But it still was a lesson to be learned there, which is sometimes friends approach as enemies, and they become friends. And when they become friends, they become that same enemy that was an enemy, become a friend that can help you in your life. We asked before I came out to talk about the book. I have a friend with me here named Miss Eva Reese, who worked at BMZ back in the days, right? And she was the lady that had to wake Wu-Tang Clan up or get us to do things, and everybody, we hate you, Eva, we hate you, ah! And we think about pulling pranks and tricks on her and anything, to get out of our lives. But it turned out of all the people we did business with, she became the most sincere person, helped Wu-Tang a lot. Last 2 years when we was kind of separated, she brought us together for a tour, and she basically had her hair turned gray working with us because it's a hard thing working with Wu-Tang Clan. But it's another case of somebody you look at as an enemy that winds up becoming one of your dearest friends in life, y'all. So you never know where it's gonna come from. Keep your eyes open to it, all right? Thank you. Questions from the audience?